The trade deadline has come and gone. Here's a recap of what happened on and off the field yesterday.
Starting out west in the American League.
It's officially scoreboard watching season as the regular season comes to a close. Here on Inside the Show.
Starting in the AL West, the Astros earned the 3-game series sweep
as they got the victory in extras against the Angels 2-1. They continue to win as they now have 9 straight.
As of right now,
The Astros are leading the AL West. They are more than 10 games ahead of second,
while the Angels are third in the division,
16 games out of first. The Texas Rangers
combined for 10 hits as a team
as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 7-3.
In the standings,
the Blue Jays are in third place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first.
And the Rangers
are in last place in the AL West. They're over 20 games out of first. The A's
launched 3 home runs
as they took down the visiting Mariners 3-0.
Entering the day's action,
the A's have now clinched one of 2 AL wildcard spots with the win.
And the Mariners are fourth in the division.
They're over 20 games out of first. The New York Yankees
completed a 3-game series sweep
as they beat the visiting Rays 8-3.
As of today,
the Yankees have now clinched the AL East division and a postseason berth. They will be playing in October.
While the Rays are at the bottom of the division.
They're over 20 games out of first. The Red Sox
got 18 hits
as they blew out Baltimore
11-1. At the start of the day,
the Orioles are in fourth place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first.
And the Red Sox are second in the division.
They trail first by 4 games.
Artie Lewicki
won his first game of the season, leading the Tigers to the win over the White Sox 4-2.
In the standings,
the Tigers sit in last place in the American League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first.
While the White Sox are third in the division.
They're over 20 games out of first. The Kansas City Royals
broke up their 7-game losing skid
as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 3-0.
Heading into the day,
the Royals are in fourth place in the AL Central. They're over 20 games out of first.
While the Twins are second in the division.
They're over 20 games out of first. The Washington Nationals
held their opponent to just 2 hits
as they took down the visiting Braves 5-1.
As of today,
the Nationals are in second place in the NL East, but they currently hold a spot in the NL wildcard race.
While the Braves are fourth in the division.
They're over 20 games out of first. The Philadelphia Phillies
allowed only 5 hits as a staff
as they grabbed the extra innings win over the Mets 4-2.
As of right now,
the Mets sit in third place in the National League East Division, 19 games out of first. And the Phillies have now clinched the NL East Division and a postseason berth. They will be playing in October. The Brewers
knocked out 12 hits as a team
as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field
9-7. In the standings,
the Cubs sit in first place in the National League Central Division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second,
while the Brewers are second in the division,
11 games out of first. Josh Tomlin nabbed his 15th win this season, helping Cleveland get by Cincinnati 1-0.
Entering the day's action,
the Reds sit in fourth place in the National League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. While the Indians are leading the American League Central, they are more than 10 games ahead of second place. Tyler Lyons won his 5th game out of the bullpen, helping the Cards pass the Buccos 3-2.
Heading into the day,
The Cardinals sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first.
and the Pirates are at the bottom of the division.
They're over 20 games out of first. The Miami Marlins
Put together 10 total hits.
as they got a road win against Arizona 7-6.
As of right now,
The Diamondbacks are in last place in the NL West. They're over 20 games out of first.
while the Marlins
Are in last place in the NL East. They're over 20 games out of first. The Giants
sent 3 balls into the seats.
as they push past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 9-8.
In the standings,
The Dodgers are in first place in the NL West. They are more than 10 games ahead of second.
and the Giants are 4th in the division.
They're over 20 games out of first. The Rockies
Picked up, 19 hits in this one.
as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 8-4.
As of today,
The Padres are in 3rd place in the NL West. They're over 20 games out of first.
while the Rockies are 2nd in the division.
They're over 20 games out of first. And that's the show for today. Join us again tomorrow for all the latest pennant chase news and results from around the league. Hello, baseball fans. Thanks for joining us on this October morning. Here's what's going on around the league as the postseason rolls on.
In the National League wildcard game,
The Milwaukee Brewers
got 11 hits overall
as they pulled away from the Nationals, as they will now continue their postseason run and move on to play in the National League Division Series. And that's what's going on around baseball here in October. Join us again tomorrow for updates from around the postseason. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Show, your source for all postseason news. Here's a recap of yesterday's playoff baseball.
in Game 4 of the American League Division Series,
The New York Yankees
held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits
as they defeated the A's.
Let's play ball! Three! He's safe! Let's play ball. Out. 3. Ball 4, take the base. Ball 4, take the base. He's out. 3. That's 1 4. Out. 3. Out. Go. He's out. 3. 3. Out. Out. Go. He's out. Ball 4, take the base. 3. 3. Out. Out. 3. 3. Out. Good.
Well, they know their work is nowhere close to being finished, but they've handled their business so far, winning here to punch their ticket to the ALCS and a possible trip to the World Series. Well done.
Not a lot of runs put on the board in this one, but here's a guy that found a way to make a difference. He's the top player of the game. Yeah, he really...
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Show, your source for all postseason news. Here's a recap of yesterday's playoff baseball. Hello, baseball fans. Thanks for joining us on this October morning. Here's what's going on around the league as the postseason rolls on.
In Game 6 of the American League Championship Series,
The Yankees launched 3 home runs as they got the home victory against the Astros 5-4. They have now tied the series at 3 games apiece and forced a decisive Game 7. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all postseason long.
Let's play ball.
I'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in. We're just in time. We're in the first inning with no score. It's George Springer will get us started in this one under the lights.
Play ball. That's good. Three. Ball four. Take the base. Three. He's safe. He's out. Three. 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 He's out. Ball four. Take the base. That's ball four. Three. Ball four. Take the base. Three. Ball four. Take the base. He's out. Three. Three. Ball four. Take the base. Three. 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 Ball four. Take the base. Three. He's out. Three. That's ball four. Three. Three. Ball four. Take the base. Three. 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 He's safe. Ball four. Take the base. Three. Three. Three.
Well, congratulations to them as they're now the American League champs. They're going to celebrate tonight, and then they're going to have to refocus for a run at the ultimate prize, the World Series trophy. Can't wait.
Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't get the toughest one of them all.
Welcome to the show, baseball fans. Here's what's going on in the baseball world on this October morning.
For World Series Game 2,
The Los Angeles Dodgers
got 11 hits overall
as they got the home victory. Welcome to the show, baseball fans. Here's what's going on in the baseball world on this October morning.
in Game 5 of the World.
Welcome to the show, everyone. Thanks for making us a part of your morning. Let's jump into the latest news from around the Major League Baseball postseason.
For Game 6 of the World Series,
The Houston Astros
combined to give up just 5 hits.
as they push past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 6-1. They have now tied the series at 3 games apiece and forced a decisive Game 7. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all postseason long.
Let's play ball.
Welcome into those just joining us. We're just getting started here in the first with no score.
Play ball. Out. Out. 3. 3. 3. Yeah. 3. 3. Take it out. 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 Yeah. Take it out. 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 Take it out. 3. Yeah. That's 1 4. Out. 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 3. 3. Take it out. Yeah. 4 4. Take the base.